tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey.
You can't see it, but I'm getting it in here.
Me
in this
too.
chair.
This chair is getting it.
Y'all can see this chair. You can see it moving. Welcome, After Buzzers, to another episode of Christina Milian Turned Up After Show.
We are turned up today on a Tuesday.
Going up on a Tuesday, guys.
Hey.
If you haven't heard the song. Listen, if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/AfterBuzz TV, and or check us out on iTunes and SoundCloud as well.
Right.
So you can let's introduce ourselves so that you just know who we are. I am your host today, Robin Ayers, and this is my lovely co-host,
English Cleveland, and you guys can always find me on Twitter at English Speaks and Instagram at Pink English.
Now, I wasn't waving English off. It's a fly in here, you know, and I don't do the fly thing. I just
Right. It's trying to steal our shine.
It is. But he cannot get the shine today. Let me tell you who gets the shine today.
Who gets the shine?
Christina Milian gets the shine today.
She sure does.
She turned up. Now that is the absolute epitome of turning up. This past episode of her doing her little
booty
twerking and all that stuff. Okay, so we'll get into all of that. I definitely want to talk about the show and everything. But English, let me ask you a question.
What can you ask me, Robin?
Do you know how to twerk?
I love to twerk. I twerk all the time. Like, I twerk getting out the shower. I twerk when I'm making my coffee in the morning. I love to twerk. I just feel like I'm real, like, I don't know. I have this special talent, and you guys, I can teach you if you just Instagram or
please do
tweet me. But like, I could lay down and like left, right.
Are you kidding
me? But I've
me?
known how to do it for so long, and I don't know. It's just like a natural talent.
So you knew how to do it before it was actually named twerking.
Yes.
Okay, because twerk is I guess fairly relative, like, or it's a fairly new expression.
I don't think it is. I think it's finally universal.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But like, my parents are from the South. Like, that whole booty movement has, it's been going on forever.
Yes.
So I feel like I was born into the twerk family.
Nice. Yeah,
but
you definitely.
Can you twerk?
Like, in my mind, I really know how to twerk.
Right.
So, but probably in real life, no. Okay. So I definitely need some tips.
Right, which we need to go to that class. I think we need to do a study because I feel like there's always more to learn.
Yes, and speaking of, we actually had the opportunity to have Christina in for our Spotlight on.
Yes, we did.
Christina Milian show. It was off the chain. We laughed so much. Great time with her. And again, we appreciate Christina for coming in. And she twerked for us. She taught Francesca a few little moves. So I was like, out the side of my eye, I was taking some notes. And so
did you practice when you got home?
In my head. I practiced in my head. So let's talk about this show really fast.
Okay.
Because the whole thing kind of came up when she was looking to get her butt bigger or renewed. Is that something that, I know it's a big like trend or fad right now, like the whole big booty injections and stuff like that. Have you ever thought about that? But I think you're working with something back there already.
I feel like compared to my family or my sister or my mom and like my family, like I said, they're all from the South. They all naturally have a bigger butt. I wish I had more. And sometimes I always say, But then in the grand scheme of things, just like Christina made a comment, God gave her the booty that she has for a reason.
Yes.
It fits her body. I feel like my butt fits my body. Of course, sometimes like in certain dresses, I wish it would poke out a little bit more.
Yes.
But I'm happy with the butt that I have.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, she definitely had a few concerns and she wanted her booty to like pop a little bit more, which, as a woman, I can definitely understand that. And that's something that I've even thought about. But I think I have a lot of booty. I just need to get it round more. So hence the twerk out class.
Yes.
Let's talk about that because she mentioned that she's got a new app coming out. Do you think you're going to download that app?
Of course I am. Anything to enhance your butt, I mean, it's a work in progress. You have to work on it every single day. It's not just something that you can just pick up and then drop.
Yeah.
Like, your butt is muscle, just like every other muscle on your body. So you're going to have to, like, you know, get it moving.
Work at it.
Yeah. And those moves are totally like, you know, that look at that girl's butt, Lexi's butt. Her butt's out of control.
Genius.
Like,
I mean, her butt, it had a mind of its own.
Yes, it did.
I don't know. She just stood there and the butt is just going.
Yeah.
You know, I really want to learn. So I said that this year, because I didn't go, you know, they went a whole bunch last year, but I said that this year I really would like to go to twerk out class. So you want to go?
Yeah, we totally should go. We should film, like, not us doing it, but I think we should do like a segment like there, you know, with Christina, and like have everyone there and do like a twerk
fun.
101.
And again, for you AfterBuzzers, there's an app coming out. So, you know, don't be in dismay. You will definitely get to participate with the twerk out and everything like that too.
And then you guys can leave us comments. Let us know how your twerk out app is going for you, and if you feel like your butt has grown or plumper or rounder or whatever you're trying to achieve. And I'm sure Christina will be really excited and want to listen and hear to what you're working on. So
yeah, I think that was a really fun episode because it showed a lot more of her personality and how, you know, kind of fun she is and stuff like that. But ultimately, I really am glad that she decided to just, you know, nip that in the bud and just say, I'm not going to get my butt injection.
Right. And what I really respected about her was that she said, I don't want people to know me for my butt. I feel like nowadays, like, Danielle said, it's a fad right now. And the doctor even said most people are getting butts done more than boobs. Yeah. And so it's going to go out of style. And then I don't think ever flat butts are going to come in style, but every woman wants a little bit of a round, you know. But it just, like she said, you know, I just feel like I should keep my butt that I have. And especially if she's coming out with a new album and all this stuff, you don't want people to be like, oh, Christina Milian got a new butt. Yeah. Let's listen to her music and see what she's talking about. Is she talking about her butt? Right. You know, like, let's actually listen to her because we actually like her.
Yeah. And she's fly. You know, she's always been really fly, like that fly girl. So I don't think she needs it.
Yeah, and she doesn't need it.
Yeah, like Danielle says, she's like, work on your abs.
Yeah.
Like, abs will never go out of style. Right. You know what I mean? And if you look at Christina's body right now, she's got it going on. Yeah. Like, it's already a done deal.
Yeah,
so yes,
she's great.
Yeah. So no to the butt implants and no to butt injections for at least Christina. But no judgment. If that's what you do, that's what you do. If you like that booty, then that's what you do.
It was funny though, the doctor, I really enjoyed his scene because he was like very in tune. Like, he was like, so do you want a Nicki and Coco butt? Or do you want a J-Lo and
Kim or something
Kim's
like that?
Butt?
Yeah.
And then when he was like doing like showing the diagram like on her butt where to go, he's like, well, this is the area where we call a shelf. I mean, well, technically you can't put like your beer or anything to sit on it, but this is what's called. I was like, ooh, you better talk. That's like a rap song right there.
No, that was good. That was good.
Really good.
And I have to say, I was introduced to 2 new terms during the show.
What?
The schmedium butt.
The schmedium
and the march.
And the march.
I think I'm working with about Marge or large, whatever. You know, I'm probably in between those two. So.
You are working with a good amount of booty back there. Don't trip.
I'll get it shaped.
I like juicy booty. I love a juicy booty. Like Christina said, she wants a juicy booty. Sometimes I feel like my booty looks juicy. Sometimes I don't. But, you know, I'm sure we all have those days.
Yes, it comes along with being a woman.
Right.
But for now, I mean, I'll take what I have, and again, I'll just make it shapely.
Right.
I'll do some squats.
There you go.
And go to twerk out class.
Exactly.
So let's talk about Danielle. She's coming out of her flower, and actually so much more than what we've seen in the previous episodes. Because I know before we saw, you know, she was going through a lot of different things with Richard, and it was very emotional for her. But she's trying to step out into her own, away from the Christina Milian shadow. Right. And so I'm really happy for her, like that she's really, you know, moving in this new career of hers, and she's getting her own shine. Right. So go ahead, Danielle.
I'm really excited. The only thing I was a little bit kind of disappointed was it's like, oh, like they kind of led us to believe that she was kind of having her own thing. Like, you're getting your own project. Yeah. They're calling because they really want you. And then when she gets to the meeting, it's like, okay, well, your client's going to be your
Christina.
sister.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that. But you know what? She still did the job and she did it really well. And then
she was professional.
She was professional. Yeah. And what I loved is that she definitely gave them a whole new like vibe, because that style that she did for Christina. Many styles actually that she's done for Christina and things that I've seen. She's a great hairstylist.
Yeah.
So
it looked great. I loved it. It was definitely edgy. Like Christina said, like you don't see that on the red carpet, and not a lot of people can pull that off. Yeah. She had the perfect like statement dress that was just plain, let her hair speak for herself. And for her sister, that worked perfect because that's what she was there for, letting the hair speak for her. Yeah. So a lot of people are going to say, oh my gosh, your hair is so amazing. Well, this is my stylist. Exactly. She did it, and she just happens to be my sister.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
So, yeah.
and also, I really have to give props to Carmen this episode. And that she didn't have we didn't see her a lot on camera this particular episode. But the reason why I say that is, there's this perception, I guess, from the public that it's all Christina. But you see her mom actually, doing some things and getting to work for her other daughters as well.
Right,
specifically Danielle, this particular episode.
Yeah.
So I love that she's just involved in, because Carmen is talented as a manager, because she you have to have a certain kind of, especially as a woman in the business. Yeah. So it's one thing to say, like, I did all of these things with Christina and, now she is who she is, but now she's turning that into like onto her other daughters. Right. I really love that.
Yeah. And especially now, I mean, after this show, and we've seen them Grammy week here in LA, the red carpets and all the pictures, which I'm sure you guys have seen online. They're all moving together as a unit, and they're all together, and I'm sure Danielle's gonna get more work out of this, and Lizzy, whatever she decides she wants to do, she can make it happen too, whatever benefits her. So and it's really good to see that Carmen has, she's over all of, so she's like their umbrella and they're under her, and she's just walking with them and keeping them from the rain. So it's really cute.
It's beautiful. Yeah. I have to say that I really enjoyed that, and I want to see more of what she's going to be doing, like how she's going to be involved, maybe with Lizzy, and she may or may not, maybe. I'm not sure at this point, as far as the show is concerned.
Well, we don't really see what Lizzy wants to do outside of her main focus is being
a chef.
Well, or a chef, and then her converting to Judaism. Yes. Which was super funny. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about
Hilarious. I like, it's funny because I'm so used to having like with my family all the time, so we're always like pulling jokes on each other, and it was just really funny to see, like, to bring them all to a painting class, and it's like, they think we're just gonna paint and drink wine, and then it's like a naked guy is who we're gonna paint, and then to see Lizzy just like run, I was cracking up. It was perfect.
It was a perfect scene, and that's totally up Christina's alley to do something like that, and I thought that was really cute, just to kind of like bring that joke in. She probably knew Lizzy wasn't going to get down with that.
Right.
I have to say, I don't know. Danielle actually left with her. Well, she said she left because Lizzy was her ride.
But you could tell she wanted to, she would have probably stayed. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's like, listen, I don't get to see much of that outside of my husband.
It's just funny to see the dynamics. It's like a single girl who's actually converting and serious about it and really devoting herself to this lifestyle. And that wasn't born into it. Most people are born into that. And usually people convert because they're getting married. She's doing it for herself, which is very admirable. Yeah. And then we see a married woman who's just had a baby 3 months ago, and she gets to see a naked man. She's like, I will jump at every inch to see him. So it was just really, really funny to see the dynamic. And she's like, oh, I have to go.
Yeah. Danielle's like, let me get loose a little bit. Right. You know what I mean? But you're absolutely right, because Lizzy, what we saw in this particular episode is the fact that, of course, she ran away from, not having to paint a naked man, as well as her tattoo removal. I mean, that is serious dedication, and that's far more than, I mean, even myself, like, I'm looking, that's inspiring in a way, because I'm like, look at that dedication to that entire religion, like you said, and it's pretty much all because of her.
Right.
Because you can sneak and do some things and, change it up, or she's already done the tattoo, sort of the damage is already done, but she didn't necessarily have to get that removed, but it's just her own dedication. It is very admirable.
And it's not fake, because a lot of times people like to put on for TV, and like we saw the first episode, she couldn't go to her mom's birthday party because it was on a Jewish holiday. We've seen her a lot, like again this week, Grammy week. She's dressed very conservative, but still very chic and stylish. So it's very cute, but she's not breaking that rule. Because, it's not like a diet, but, sometimes you see, like, a bread, when they bring out the bread at the Cheesecake Factory, the brown bread, and you're like...
The brown bread.
Right.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
You're
the
like,
Cheesecake
I'm on
Factory, the restaurant, or any restaurant with good bread.
with the good bread, and then you see, you're like, I'm on a diet, I ordered a salad, but the bread is sitting there, and then you just eat a little bit of the bread. She ain't eating none of the bread.
She's not having any of the brown bread.
Yeah.
Go Lizzy.
Go Lizzy.
I mean, I'm taking notes, because I'm like, I need to apply some of that in my own life.
I know.
But you're right. Like, it was definitely not a joke. It wasn't fake. There was nothing fake about it, because when they went in, they zoomed in a little bit closer. You could see right all in here. It was like the little burning effect that happens when they laser it off.
Yeah.
And so, I just,
she's
really
and then
she's
going,
just dedicated.
and then what's really funny is to see her dynamic from going to the Heartbreak Kid and her breaking everyone's hearts to like, I'm not that person anymore.
Yeah, even down to her Instagram name. It was Heartbreak Kid, if I'm not mistaken. It was like at Heartbreak Kid, and she changed that into her name now.
Wow.
So Liz Milian. So in every aspect of what she's doing, she's definitely being very committed to it. So
you go, girl.
Yeah.
It's very admirable.
It's great for her.
We like you here at AfterBuzz. Come on, Come on and join us for an after show.
Yes, please do. Oh, yes, exactly. Because we're still waiting for Danielle. We're still waiting for Lizzy, Carmen, Christina. We're going to give you a break because you came on Spotlight, our Spotlight show. But we still need to have all of them come on.
Right, totally.
And have some, some fun up in here.
Right. So I thought in that scene with them I think her and Christina, it was funny to see Danielle and Christina together, and then Lizzy and Christina together. And Lizzy and Christina are very like goofy.
Yes. And
them doing like reenacting like the whole telenovela scene at the tattoo removal was super hilarious.
Yeah, it's
and
super
so
cute.
Point on. Like that's exactly how a telenovela is.
Okay, so do you remember a couple of episodes when I mentioned Lizzy's mouth?
Yeah.
And how like she's got the Joker. It's the greatest mouth like on earth. Let me tell it. But when she did the whole like the shaking of the you could really see it. I was like, I hope somebody's paying attention to her bottom lip because her mouth is just the cutest mouth ever. But they definitely had it down pat.
Perfect. Like they had it. They need to try out for a telenovela.
They should.
Yeah.
Actually, they should really. I mean, because it goes with the whole Latina, theme and,
Tell Carmen.
English is speaking to y'all.
Right. English speaks. Hey.
There you go. That's right on point. So what else did we see? We saw Billy again. I wonder if Billy's gonna have more. Billy is Christina's best friend, her male best friend, because I think she's got many of them. But he didn't have much of a part this time. But he went into the painting, into the painting room with them and everything like that. And I don't know Billy, but I'm interested to see if he's gonna maybe get more involved. And we see Lauren again, of course, and she was in the twerking class with him. I'm interested to see if that's gonna pan out. If anything is gonna happen. So. Right. I don't know.
Yeah, the twerking was super fun. I think that was like my favorite, one of my favorite scenes with the episode. Just, it was very intense, like to see all those moves. And then like when she put on those knee pads, I was like, oh, it's about to go down. Girl, you about to get down.
Let me say something though.
What?
Let me tell you how my mind works.
Okay.
I am a visual person and I have a lot of imagery. Like in my mind, I see how things should go.
Right.
And when someone does it and I think it, I'm like, go ahead. Like that's really, really amazing, right? The cameraman panned when he was right on top of the butt as the butt was doing that.
He sure did.
He needs a raise. That cameraman needs a raise.
He got in there. I was thinking the same thing. These cameramen were probably having a ball during that session.
Yes.
Because they were all getting it. All of them equally.
They were.
And then the angles, I was like, what? Were you on the floor? Did you have on knee pads, cameraman?
I know, yeah.
What were you doing?
I don't know what he was doing, but he caught that shot.
Sure
he caught
did.
many shots, and the whole crew, I'm sure it was a number of cameramen there, but they did so well capturing that and actually making it look easy, you know, because I know Christina was saying like she was really sweating, and you know it was probably the most that she sweat in a while, and yes, definitely a real workout, but the way that they made it seem, but that's in part due to the camera, the way that they're shooting it and everything, did such a great job on this episode.
Totally. The best cameraman. It was like a movie.
Yeah, he needs to be there when I take my class.
Me too.
He needs to make me look like I really am giving it, because I know I'm probably not going to be giving it the way I think.
Right.
Let me tell you again, English, in my mind, I serve twerking. Like, I give it up. And I have all these moves. I just have never practiced it. So, I mean, give us some tips. Give us AfterBuzzers some tips, if you will.
I'm not like a professor in twerking, but I do know that you have to keep the muscles moving, or else it's muscle memory. You just got to keep it like going and practice. Like, even when you're sitting down or laying down in bed, sometimes I just twerk in bed, which sounds crazy, but I know it. I don't know. I'm not like A+ like twerker.
Right.
I just love to twerk.
Okay.
So
I'm you know, again, you guys can't see it, but I'm really like moving. I'm like going
you
right
better
now.
Move them.
I'm moving. My butt's going.
Right. So I want to give a shout out to Christina again, because it was super funny on the red carpet when she did wear that butt. I didn't think she was actually going to wear the butt on the red carpet, but for her to wear the butt on the red carpet, and then like to hear like the cameraman, he's like, Christina, nice assets, and then one of the cameramen was like, is Lil Wayne gonna be on the show? And she was like, well, he is my boss.
So she is a professional. She is such a professional.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure she gets asked that question, you know, quite a few times, just because she's out all the time, whether it's paparazzi or she's on a red carpet, like you said. So for her to answer that question the way that she did, it was just, it just told me like, wow, the way she just did that. And she was very witty and very on her feet. So definitely a professional. So yeah, we got to shout you out, Christina.
Right.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. So English,
yes.
Do you have any predictions for the show?
Let me think while these lights flash everywhere. My prediction for the show would be we're gonna see cute little Violet more, because I love her.
Yay! I love Violet.
That's my prediction.
All right, let's see. I don't know that I have any predictions, but I can tell you what I hope.
Okay.
I hope that, because again, by us watching this show, they're inviting us into their lives in a sense, right? Well, I really would like for us to see all aspects of their life, meaning whoever is involved, like more friends or, you know, who's a part of their village, you know, so who are we going to see? So I guess maybe my prediction is maybe, like I mentioned earlier, maybe Billy will start to give some advice. Maybe he'll get in there. Maybe Lauren will get in there. Maybe, you know, just different people of their community and their friends and, you know, their village. So that's my prediction. That's what I'm sticking to.
Yay. Do you have any news and gossip?
Not at the moment.
I think our news and gossip, we had Christina on, so if you guys want any news and gossip, go check out our YouTube, our AfterBuzz Spotlight On interview with Christina that we had. Super fun, very informative for everyone, men and women alike.
Yes.
And it was really funny. So go check it out. It's all current stuff. She gives us a lot of news, a lot of gossip, a lot of stuff that she hasn't said on any other interview. So go check it out.
Definitely that. And then, of course, Grammy week just passed. And, you know, there was a lot of different events and things going on. So I'm sure if you Google it, it's going to show up because it's all current. So definitely that will be the news and gossip.
Right.
All right. So if there's nothing else.
Nope. Nothing else here, girl.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in again. Make sure that you tune in next week on Sunday, and we will be covering our 4th episode Wow, of Christina Milian Turned Up. So for now, you guys can find us again. I'm Robin Ayers at Robin Ayers.
And as always, on Instagram at Pink English and on Twitter, English Speaks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.